The connection today is actress Claudette Colbert. The film is So Proudly We Hail. The film follows three nurses, played by Claudette Colbert, Paulette Goddard, and Veronica Lake, in the beginning of the Pacific Campaign during World War II. The Allies are losing worse than they could have ever imagined, and these three nurses do the best they can to help save lives at the risk of losing their own. This is one of the few films from this time period to depict citizens in uniform as everyday people. There is no glorious battle that allows us to beat the odds and overcome the enemy. All it is people trying to do their patriotic duty. Sometimes that duty is not a pleasant one. There are many well-developed characters in this who are brutally massacred by enemy fire. In fact, there are some people who don't die from the enemy at all. They die due to the conditions of the battlefield. Claudette Colbert delivers what I think is her greatest dramatic performance as the head nurse. She plays a scared woman who just so happens to be given a leadership position, and must keep her nerves together in order to retain morale. She knows that if she shows any sign of weakness, her girls will start to lose it too. You never get a sense that she's a character generated for propaganda purposes to sell more war bonds. You feel like she's just an average American trying to do her part, and sometimes doing your part means pushing your mind beyond anything you ever thought it could handle. It makes you remember that it's not just the soldiers who are heroes, it was anyone who had anything to do with the war. The battle scenes are really well done, and are just as effective today as they were back then. They're very nerve-wracking and not afraid to show carnage. There are times you swear a character is going to get out of a life-threatening situation, but then they don't. And that's war. A problem a lot of films from this era have is that they glorify war and show that no matter what the odds, you can still prevail and win if you keep your mind in it. Here, that's not the case. Well, people still prevail, just in different ways. This is one of the few films where it depicts heroes in a realistic way. The heroes of this movie don't go beyond the call of duty and kill a bunch of people. They keep their integrity and do their best to do what's right. It's also one of the few films that focuses on the nurses' efforts. To see an amazing film about the sacrifices the men and women from the greatest generation made to retain our freedom, check out So Proudly We Hail. It'll fill you with patriotic goodness.